We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Ekeler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From midfield, here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know,
he's got a man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 1st and goal at the 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play there on the catch and run. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Completing along the sideline, it's Godwin. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another?
Here's a diving catch right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Brady now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. That's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Open space inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 22 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st down, Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They hand this one to Gronk. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And this is back to an 8-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Williams brings it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A final shot before break. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here hauled in, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Brady will look to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
That shit getting wild.
Huh?
That shit getting wild.
What?
It's fucking game. Oh, shit.
You crack me up.
With more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, That can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on first down. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Again, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Succop's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
Get off the field.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
To throw is Brady. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Wait 20. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, dog.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Brady now on 1st down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brady now on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Silver. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go.
On the option, here's Elliott.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Final play of the half. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It got his man complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd down at 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. To throw is Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now Elliott.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Brady. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Fournette running out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown! Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Elliott going to get it again on second down. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I know you feel that.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Fighting through, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Buccaneers have it. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. From the 3, second and a yard.
Switch.
Brady going to look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Brady to throw. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Another shot. Another shot.